I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's a lot of reasons. Today, our roads are littered with killing machines. I'm talking about semi-trucks. They can easily kill, even at low speeds. Overworked truck drivers are driving all day and all night. Injured in a trucking accident? We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. For the people.com.
I have some exciting news. Due to popular demand, West Shore Homes Buy One Get One sale is back. So if you missed your chance last time, now's the perfect moment to transform your home and enjoy massive savings on your bathroom remodel. Here's how it works. Purchase a full bathroom remodel and you'll receive a tub to shower conversion and a second bathroom absolutely free. That's right, upgrade your main bathroom to a beautiful modern space and say goodbye to that outdated, hard to clean tub or shower in another bathroom absolutely free. But it gets even better. To celebrate bringing back this amazing sale, we're making it even better than before with 18 months of no interest financing, making it easier than ever to knock out 2 projects while saving big. Act now to lock in your buy one, get one savings from West Shore Home. Visit westshorebath.com or call the number on your screen for more information and lock in this offer. We can have somebody out as early as tomorrow. That's westshorebath.com before buy one, get one savings are gone.
Car crash? You gotta get Gary. If you've been injured in a car crash, here are 3 important things you need to know. 1, do not discuss your crash with the insurance company before you talk to a lawyer. 2, on average, accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one. And 3, at Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, if we don't win, you don't pay us. That's our no-fee guarantee. You gotta get Gary. Gary Massey Injury Lawyers.
Good morning. I have kind of an extra big smile on my face today because I'm trying to be nice for Santa Claus here next to me. This is actually Dan Sanders, Amanda Sanders, and we're not talking Santa Claus so much as we are the Holly Jolly Market coming up at now Holy Cross Episcopal Church up in the Hickson-Soddy area. Good to see you both.
Good to see you,
Good
too.
to see you.
I guess I should say Santa is going to make an appearance, right?
Santa is going to be there.
We're trying to do the math before we got on the air about how many years this has been. We think that y'all are about as old as 3 plus you.
About 15 years.
That you've been doing this.
Yes.
So if you've never been to the Holly Jolly Market, it's just what you think. A lot of fun. And it's a market where you can kind of usher off the Christmas season, but you're shopping all local. Is that right, Dan?
That's right. All local handmade gifts.
Okay. I was asking you if any of the things that we'll talk through this morning are made by parishioners. Kind of, but not really. But the ladies at the church will have a booth, right,
Yes,
Amanda?
we will.
correct.
Yes, the ladies will. We've been crafting diligently for several months and got all sorts of things to offer. We've got our this is a cooking mix jar. We also have soup mixes and things like that, and,
Nice.
and just a plethora of other sorts of crafts. So.
You know, the older I get, the more I get overwhelmed if I go into stores. Did you see her nod?
Absolutely.
There's too much to choose
Yes,
from. And
yes.
online shopping, forget it, because the minute I think I've chosen something, it gives me more options.
Yeah.
You're right.
I love that with this, it's easy to walk through and see everything, and the artists or the creators are right there for you to talk to.
Right, and they'll also take custom orders.
Oh,
like
really?
Metal Art Mike makes these metal structures, and sometimes if you bring him a picture of a dog, he will create you a dog. So he also does that. So.
He must be a fan favorite because y'all bring
He
his
is.
work every year
Every
when
year.
you come.
Yeah.
But this one was new to me. I mean, if
Yeah.
you like yard art or something, isn't that a fun one?
Yes, yeah, the dragonfly. It's
Yeah.
really, really cool.
Really pretty. There's also, for many of your artists and vendors, there's kind of a mission behind what they do. Recently, y'all have done a lot with this vendor who does the sea turtle.
Yes.
That's correct.
What is
Yep.
that one?
Yeah.
That is
Abby. Art and
Arts and
photography.
Photography,
Yeah.
yes.
And what it is you buy this little sea turtle, and when you, or any of her things, right? Not just the sea turtles. She has other
Yes.
She has quite a
things.
few
Yes,
other
yeah.
things.
And it goes to help save the
The
sea
sea
turtles.
turtles,
That's right.
absolutely.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
I guess this is the time of year where we're all going to wear elastic pants. Right? I have mine on today because we're eating a lot. But that's also just fun stuff to get Amanda that then have as hostess gifts if you're bringing something to a party.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Is this honey?
Yes, this is our honey, Benefield honey that we sell at the market all the time, not just at the Holly Jolly Market. But this is Mama Leslie's kitchen, who makes pickles, and there's some jam down there that she makes, and salsa, and also it's delicious. And that again is offered at the market all year round, but she'll be at the Holly Jolly for sure.
I should have pointed that out, that y'all have kind of perfected this model because you do have the market.
Yes.
Do you do that weekends all year round or just in certain seasons?
Just from April to the end of October, so.
Okay, so you're extending it now for us with this one.
Yeah.
Who makes your sweet treats here?
Maddie Kay, she's awesome. She
Yeah.
really at the market, we have probably the best bakers in Chattanooga. Not only Maddie Case, which makes a lot of sweet goods. We have
Tip the
All
box a
Beats
little.
Eat, yeah.
They make sourdough treats, all kinds of sourdough stuff.
And other stuff. And we also have Lucky Cluck Farms. So that,
She makes cinnamon bread and all sorts of tasty granola and things
granola,
like
yeah.
that. So.
I love the potters that you have and the jewelry makers that you have. I mean, you can really pick up individual, one-of-a-kind pieces
Yes,
here.
absolutely.
And ditch your Amazon purchases.
We have a very crafty wood carver, mother chucking wood, Rebecca Larson, and she makes all sorts of little spoons and bookmarks and all kinds of really pretty wooden things.
You got Mother Chucking Wood and Happy Clucker Farms or something?
Lucky Cluck.
Lucky Clucker.
Yeah.
Okay, now what about the skincare products over there? Are those lotions? Is that beeswax? What is that? Do you see it?
There's a lip balm, and this is a lotion disc right there, and body butter type things. There's also diaper cream.
Okay.
So that's Sweet and Simple is the name of that vendor.
I'm looking for some people who you've brought in the past, and you just don't have room for everybody. But I know that they're there. They have to be. There used to be somebody y'all would bring with you who had ornaments, I think, that they made or something. And I mean, the little tiny pieces of art.
Right.
Yes.
We
that
have,
you have.
Yeah, we'll have several that do that.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
have Bobby makes these little peg dolls, which are absolutely adorable. Little creatures there.
And the potter here, just a cute.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be a klutz. I'm the klutzer today. A little cute bowl, occasional bowl. And who in the world would think to make press-on nails? That's like a novelty you don't find at most markets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's new at the market, so.
Yeah, that's the daughter of this vendor, right?
Yeah, Randy's wood bin.
So he'll do like charcuterie boards and
Yeah.
cutting
He
does
boards and that type of
everything,
thing.
And wall hangings. My pets make me breakfast. Thought that was adorable.
that's
He's got
cute.
a chicken on there, chicken with the egg. So we thought
is
that was cute.
cute.
But he's very
So
good.
Santa Claus, when will Santa Claus be there through the whole day or just
Well,
for parents?
we'll have to post that. We're not sure exactly what time.
He hasn't
He's
put
a
us
busy
out his schedule
schedule.
yet.
He's busy this time of year. But they
Yes.
do have music. They have
Yes.
food trucks there. They'll have hot chocolate, lots of laughter.
Yeah.
And a great opportunity for you to shop early in the season, have a little bit of it behind you, and know that everything you're buying is going to help people right here in the local community because it's our
That's
local
right.
vendors.
That's right.
That's
That's
great.
right. And the proceeds are going to go to help families in need at Christmas as well.
Yeah.
So
Even better.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much.
you're
Well,
welcome.
you're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Before you are Arby's new steak nuggets. It is a perfect piece of steak that is then cut up into nuggets. How has no one done this before?
Arby's, we have the meats.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When you use Uber or Lyft, you're taking a gamble. You have no idea who that driver is. Were they paying attention to their phone and not the road? Injured in an Uber or Lyft accident, you could have a big case. Morgan & Morgan.
Did you miss David Karn's winter weather forecast? You can still find out what to expect. Rain or snow, sun or ice. David analyzed the data. See what he determined anytime on Local3News.com or on your streaming devices on Local 3 Now.
Hi, I'm Paul Barris, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join me on a scenic Danube River Cruise October 16th to the 27th. Explore Budapest before cruising the beautiful Danube River. Aboard our privately chartered Amadeus cruise ship, explore the sights of Slovakia, Austria, and Germany on our way to magnificent Prague. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword Local 3 to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
Trucking accidents can change lives in an instant. They're far worse than most wrecks. At Wedemark Keith, we understand what you're going through. If you've been injured in a truck accident, we are here to help you through it. It's more to us. It's personal.
It's always a laugh with Joe Kim Booster.
To the people who decline the spirit tunnel, why do you hate joy?
Plus, four-time WNBA MVP Asia Wilson on J-Hood.
Weekdays at 2, sponsored locally by TVFCU.
Introducing Arby's Steak Nuggets. Perfectly seared, perfectly smoked. It's like if your favorite steakhouse made nuggets. Wait, is Arby's your new favorite steakhouse?
Arby's, we have the meats.
Goodwill, good for the planet and our community for 100 years.
Well, we're going to give a big Chattanooga welcome this morning. At least I think we are. Dr. Adam Caputo is here this morning. He is with the Spine Surgery Associates at Park Ridge Hospital, but he's helping to be part of the welcoming committee for Dr. Graham Albert, who has been in town now for 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
Do I have that right? So y'all are making a dynamic team. Good to have you both.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
So, you know, I think it's fair to say, Adam, that probably anybody who has to face a problem with their spine, whether it's their back or their neck, they begin to network a lot, talk to friends a lot, and they say, who do you know who's good? People are very afraid of having to go through surgery unnecessarily. Fair?
Absolutely, yeah, especially for the spine.
Yeah. So I mentioned the spine and the neck. Does a lower back problem sometimes have a starting point in the neck and you might not know it?
Sure, yeah. So, I mean, the spine is a coordinated structure where issues in one area can definitely affect an issue in the other area. And a lot of the patients we see will have pains that migrate from their neck to their lower back and things that, symptoms that can really inhibit their quality of life.
Yeah, but both of you are tackling those issues surgically. Y'all are not the non-surgical option. You are going to be the surgeons in the OR working the magic, and yet you come, Graham, with kind of some new techniques that you're looking into doing endoscopic procedures now, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So Spine Surgery Associates, we do try to be as minimally invasive as possible. Endoscopic spine surgery over the last 20 years or so has really taken off, and it allows us to be even more minimally invasive, smaller incisions, quicker recovery. So I'm very much interested in that.
When people come to you, is it hard for you to know how to gauge the pain a person is in? Has got to be very difficult. I saw your eyes get big.
Yeah, I mean, pain's perceived different by everybody. I mean, I think the thing we look for the most is how it's affecting their quality of life. So we can ask for pain scores, numbers, and such, but really I think the questions that both of us like to ask are things more along the lines of, what can you not do because of this? What events have you missed with your family? What events have you missed? Hobbies that you love doing, things like that. So it's more of a functional question of, how is this affecting your life? And then we look to improve things so they can do those things again.
So what types of procedures are we talking about? Are we talking fusions? Are we talking ablations? What are we talking?
Well, ideally we can avoid a fusion in a lot of scenarios. For example, if you have sciatica, pain shooting from your lower back down your leg, and you really don't have that much back pain, my first choice would be to take pressure off the nerves with just a decompression surgery. We can get into the weeds, but certainly fusions is something that we do both in the cervical spine and in the lumbar spine typically. But it's not our first choice.
So you hear about decompression sometimes on the chiropractic side, but I didn't think about it being a decompression surgery. Is the recovery from that pretty quick, or are you out of it for a little while?
Compared to a fusion, it certainly is quicker. As opposed to 6 months to really feel great again, it might be closer to 6 weeks.
Wow. Yeah. On the sciatica, for example, is that something that is just going to happen for some people just unpredictably, or are there things that we're doing that contribute
to developing that?
So what I think a lot of people don't understand is that as we all age, we all get some element of arthritis, bone spurs in our back, disc bulges, disc herniations, slip discs, and all these things can put pressure on our nerves. Some people's brains may pick that up and say, oh wow, that's painful. Some people, they might get lucky and never know about it. Who gets affected, who has symptoms, we're not really sure how to predict that. I would say the most important thing about preventing something like that from happening is staying active and focusing on your overall health as well with diet, exercise, good social relationships.
Is it important for you to know, Adam, if you were, let's say you were the high school athlete and now you're in your 40s and you're still pounding the pavement running or something, is it possible if you had an injury in your earlier years, it could lead to problems as you age?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the analogy I think of usually is just like treads on the tire of a car. So you get a set of tires, there's not a way to grow the treads back, and as you go through life and you put miles on the car, you're going to wear those treads off. And it may be that there's certain times in your life where you drove it harder than others, and high school injuries, car accidents, just a job where you're working hard. These things all can accelerate the wear and tear.
What about this little guy right here and walking around like that? Are we all developing some neck issues, do you think? You both laughed a little.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'd say staring at your phone uninterrupted for long periods of time is certainly one of the culprits that we see frequently. You'll hear people say there's no such thing as bad posture, meaning it's okay to look down and do things, but you gotta mix it up. For example, sitting on the couch for 3 hours uninterrupted, not something we'd recommend. If you're gonna sit and watch a 3-hour movie, we'd recommend maybe getting up once every 30 minutes and taking a walk around the house or around the block. So mix it up, mix up the postures. Right.
All right. Yeah. Well, welcome to Chattanooga. We're very glad that you're here. And if people want to reach out to you about making an appointment, do you know if y'all require a referral or can they self-refer? Do you know?
It just depends on the insurance.
Okay.
Definitely, you can just give our group a call and we'll sort through everything for you.
Well, here's where you'll find them. Spine Surgery Associates at Park Ridge Health System on Gun Barrel. 423-756-6623 is how you can place that call. And then online, parkridgemedicalgroup.com. I'm sitting up straight.
Not all injury lawyers are the same. The lawyer you choose can make a big difference in how much money you get. Big insurance companies know the insiders, and when we take your case, we expect to win big. Call us. It's just that easy.
If your family's anything like mine, life brings in dirt and messes.
Touchdown! Yes! 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 Oh!
Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Do the math. More in your pocket with Warren and Griffin.
You may have heard of us. We are Precision Paper and Paint. Since 1982, Precision Paper and Paint has been Chattanooga's go-to source for retailers, local restaurants, professional office space, hotels and residents looking for quality craftsmanship from a quality name. At Precision, we hang all kinds of wallpaper, repair drywall, replace wood rot, and take pride in our work. We would love to earn your business. Call Bruce Slavin today. Precision Paper and Paint, 423-309-0246.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
More breaking news, more local stories, and the area's most accurate local forecast. Take a fresh look at local3news.com.
So I'll be watching. We hope you will too.
Local 3 News. More local stories from your neighborhood.
Not that we ever have to give you a reason to be excited for the weekend to come, but we're going to give you one anyway because this is the weekend for the Hamilton County Fair, and we are so happy this morning to have Tammy Zumbrin with TVFCU, Hamilton County Mayor Weston Wamp, who is here to get us all smiling and excited. And I guess we should say thanks to you because you're the fall lover in the group this morning, and you wanted the fair to come back and have it feel like fall, right?
Well, everybody loves the fall festival. I feel like fall festivals have really caught on, and we had to rebuild this fair from nothing. We had no fair for a few years. COVID killed it off, and it had always been at Chester Frost, which is a beautiful place, not a great fair venue. And so most people had to get on a school bus and trek up there, and the logistics just weren't great. And so when we decided to rebuild it, we moved it to McDonald Farm, and I asked, just remembering, I'm not a hot weather guy, and so I remember as a kid it could get really steamy up there on the island at Chester Frost, and so we moved it back. And some people don't like that. I get complaints that it's too cold.
Not this weekend.
No, it's usually, if you think about the first week of, you never know, right? Our weather is notoriously unpredictable, but the second week of November is usually really nice.
Well, this weekend, it is doing us all a favor because there's zero reason for you to not be able to go out. And then, Tammy, thanks to y'all's sponsorship with TVFCU, the weather cooperates, and it's so affordable. Right?
We love that. That was one of the reasons we decided to come on and be a sponsor because, of course, we're always looking for big community things to do where everybody's welcome and you can go with your family and just have a great time. And this one is so affordable at $14 for the weekend, children under 10 free. And
there's parking.
All the games are free. You know, I remember years ago you'd go to the fair and you were nickel and dimed everywhere you went.
Right.
The games are included, so your kids can actually go, and it doesn't matter what place you are economic-wise, how much money you have. You can usually afford it.
Well, and that does add up. We've all lived that before, too. So especially if you have 2 or 3 kids, you're having to parcel it all out. So this makes it easy. I know I was eavesdropping on the two of you a little bit, and I gather that it's hard for you to figure out which part of the weekend has you most excited. I think yours is the rodeo on Friday night.
Well, there's just fun about it all.
You like the nostalgia of it, don't you?
I do. Well, and Hamilton County is more of a metro area, and so we don't get rodeos, you know.
No,
it's more
I wanted
of
to be a cowgirl.
It's more of a rural Tennessee tradition. I was talking to my wife the other night, and we were saying, okay, how are we going to get the kid? How are we going to do the county fair this year? And then I got into this exercise, and I said, well, I mean, the first night's great because it's a rodeo. Probably you can't miss the big concert night with Diamond Rio. So I told her, I was like, you know, maybe we do adults that night. And then, but then you don't want to miss the fireworks. And through all this, you've got lumberjack shows and the amusement park rides are something that we said on the front end when we started the fair back a couple years ago. We didn't want it to be nickel and dimed. We wanted families, you know, once you're there and you're ticketed and you're in, food is going to cost you money, but you've got a ton of options. And then everything else is paid for.
Also, if you have little ones, little ones, there's just room to go run and twirl in the grass. And what a beautiful spot. I mean, you mentioned Chester Frost, which has its own charm, but you cannot beat the history and the beauty of McDonald Farm. I mean, it is a spot on the map to see.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah,
absolutely. And the animals are all there. That's one of my favorite things the kids love.
There are animals who live there, and then there will be even more animals.
Who are there? Murphy? And the Murphy, that's the donkey.
I'm curious, does either of you know the story behind how you got Diamond Rio? And my question really would just be, I mean, that's a name from the past, but it's a good name from the past.
Yeah.
And were they excited to get the ask?
I think they were excited. We had a few, we narrowed it down to a few, right? You've got some constraints on funds, and then you've got constraints on who's available this weekend. And I thought 90s country was a good direction for us to go, right?
Yeah.
90s country made a big comeback, and Diamond Rio, even people who may not realize it, you probably know.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a country music fan, you very likely know 4 or 5 Diamond Rio songs, and if you are a country music fan, you probably know 10.
Right.
And so that's fun, and it gives, we rely on TVFCU and the other big partners to make this thing affordable. And that's part of what I would say is, you know, we got Little Debbie in early, and TVFCU and EPB were among the very first to be a part of this thing because we wanted it to be a community county fair.
Right.
And we wanted it to be accessible to everybody. And the only way we can put on the kind of production that we do and keep tickets low is because of people like Tammy.
I'm trying to remember last year, because Little Debbie was a part of it last year too. And didn't they do some kind of big display with their Little Debbie?
Yeah.
Oh
cakes?
yeah, there's always something that's never happened before.
Yeah.
Some show of the biggest of this, and honestly, there's a bunch of giveaways. That's one thing I've noticed. Is my kids will run around the fair and they'll come back with all sorts of, this vendor's giving that away and this sponsor's giving that away, but there's always free Little Debbie's on site.
You know, you keep talking about your kids. And I'm sure when you're talking about your kids, you're thinking back to when it was you who was the kid. We've all been there. But parents today, it's a different challenge. When you go do public things like this with your children, there's a worry that you didn't have as a kid. This kind of gives parents a chance to feel a little relaxed, though, too, doesn't it, Weston? It's a say, not that you want to take your eyes off your kids, but it feels a little bit like time
big and
gone
wide
by.
open. You know, one of my favorite moments last year, because I do usually drag my kids up there just about every day. And I look over and my boys had just started a football game. They'd started with other kids they'd never met, just right there in the middle of the grounds. It is, to your point, you know, water terrifies parents. Chester Frost is surrounded by water. You're on a farm. This part of the farm, you know, we do the fair on the old historic homestead, so you're there close to the home and the barn buildings, and it's fair. It's safe, and the fairgrounds go through an extensive safety planning process. Our emergency management team starts working on this thing almost as soon as the fair ends, preparing for the next year. And it's a lot of fun. And one thing I'll add about parking, because parking is free, and there are a lot of people who remember our first year that we brought the fair back 2 years ago. We had an avalanche of people who came to see Lauren Elena, and it was a traffic nightmare, and we admit that, and we fixed it. If you came last year, it was fixed, and
put it out of your mind.
Yeah, put it out of your mind. You don't have to pay for parking, and the traffic won't be that bad.
Then we will let you have the last word on that high note. Don't be afraid to park. Come let your kids feel like part of nostalgia, because that's what it is. It's Americana at its best, Tennessee style. The Hamilton County Fair, all 3 days this weekend. Go to HamiltonTNFair.com to learn more. Thanks.
West Jellyknife, over 40,000 square feet packed with over $1 million in inventory. Tools to tiles, we've got it all at prices lower than Lowe's and more cheapo than the Depot. Check out our selection of LVP flooring starting at just $1 per square foot. Why pay more? Shop local and save big.
Car crash? You gotta get Gary. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Gary Massey Injury Lawyers.
You've gotta get Gary.
From Fort O to Soddy Daisy, from Hickson to Cleveland, and all across the Chattanooga area.
You gotta get Gary.
We fight for injured people like we would for our own family.
You gotta get Gary.
I'm Gary Massey. If you've been hurt in a car crash, you gotta call the one you know. You gotta get Gary. 423-444-8888.
At Scenic Community Credit Union, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your balance. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you join SCCU, you're not just a member. You're part of a community that values every number and every story. Scenic Community Credit Union, where you're more than a number.
When our water heater died, we got 3 estimates. One of them was from Chattanooga Water Heater Company. They offered repair and replacement options on the spot. They guaranteed their product for 6 years and included 1 year free routine maintenance.
Buying a water heater is a costly decision. That's why I recommend you get a couple of estimates. Just make sure one of them is from Chattanooga Water Heater Company. We are Chattanooga's water heater repair and replacement specialists. That's all we do. Call Chattanooga Water Heater Company now for your free estimate. Chattanooga Water Heater Company, 423-718-7342.
West Jellyknife, over 40,000 square feet packed with over $1 million in inventory. Tools to tiles, we've got it all at prices lower than Lowe's and more cheapo than the Depot. Check out our incredible savings on top brands of HVAC units. Why pay more? Shop local and save big.
Good Tuesday to you, Tennessee Valley. We had some fog and chilly temperatures earlier this morning, and look at this shot. This was sent in from Maury Mountain. Kind of looking down at the valley, you can see some of that fog. Danny Marlin captured this earlier this morning, and he sent it to me, and I just had to show it off again. Great shot, Danny. If you get any viewer photos like this one, send them to us, weather@local3news.com. Now, here's the good news for all you fans of some warmer weather. We're going to get just that as we get into the afternoon, mid to upper 60s. So temperature is going to continue to climb, and we're going to be nice for the next couple of days. Temperatures in the 70s tomorrow, Thursday, even Friday. But our next chance of rain coming in Friday evening into the overnight. So a lot of you probably have Friday plans. We got some playoff games going on. Could be problematic. Severe threat looks low. That's the good news. Could have a few rumbles of thunder. It's going to be a little bit breezy. Rainfall up to 1/2 inch. So as we track it out, again, this is our latest guidance. The timing of this could shift around. Hopefully it's a little bit later so we can get all these games in without having to dealing with the rain. But as you get into the afternoon, not a lot going on. But notice your timestamp there at the top. By 7 o'clock, we're getting close to kickoff. We have some of that rain starting to shift in. And that's going to be the trend as we continue through the late evening and, of course, the first part of Friday night. So I do think this is going to be out of here by Saturday morning, so a quick hitting system, but we certainly are going to be dealing with some of that rain. And we're not going to see a ton, but I think 1/4 to 1/2 inch going to be possible. But the next big story after this system moves through is the big time cool down we're going to have. Some of the coldest air we've had so far. I would say this is basically a little appetizer for winter as we are going to drop well into the 40s by Monday. So very warm through Saturday. Sunday's the turning point. That's when temperatures start to drop. And look at that, highs of 46, even here in Chattanooga. You already know it's going to be even cooler in the higher elevations, and we'll probably have our first freeze of the season. If not Monday, definitely Tuesday morning. And look at these potential wind chills. Again, by the time we get into Sunday night, already dropping off into the 40s, and by the time we wake up on Monday morning, 20s and 30s. So it is going to be cold. We can even have a few high elevation snow showers. Usually when we start to get that first surge of cold air, there's often snow showers along the Cumberland Plateau, the Blue Ridge Mountains, the usual suspects. Again, nothing unusual, but it's a little too early to tell if we're going to have any accumulations, but it's something I'm watching early next week. So enjoy the warmth through about Friday. We'll have some rain on Friday night, and then Saturday into Sunday, we'll have some cloud cover. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of rain chances this weekend, with the exception of maybe Saturday night into Sunday. There could be a few sprinkles. Shouldn't really be a huge deal. But as we get into early next week, that's when we're going to be dealing with likely our first freeze of the season. Wind chills in the 30s all day on Monday. Highs in the 40s. Again, this is cold even for the winter time, and there will be the chance for a few high elevation snow showers. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Hope you have a great day.
Hi, I'm Trevor. Welcome to the Hemp House. Let me show you where the treats are.
Our selection of local products allows the Hemp House to bring a little calm to life's journeys, whether you're blessed with 4 legs or just 2. The Hemp House, with locations to serve you or online at hemphousechat.com.
When you're injured, everything changes. Your routine, your income, and even your peace of mind. Suddenly, it's more than a legal issue. It actually hits home, and we understand that. That's why we don't hand you off, and we won't treat you like a case number. Because for you, this just isn't paperwork, it's your actual life. When we fight for you, it's just not legal work. It's more to us. It's personal.
Finding peace of mind can be easier when you do it together. So when you're ready for Medicare, Blue Cross can guide the way. Your health has been our priority for 80 years, and we can help find the right plan for you. Just reach out, and we can walk you through our Blue Advantage PPO plans that include a $0 in-network primary care copay, $0 premium options, $0 preferred generic drug copay options, $0 medical deductibles, and with no referrals required, you can see your specialist faster. Plus, we have a new Medicare Advantage PPO plan just for those living with certain heart conditions or diabetes. As the only Blue plan in Tennessee, we also offer support from real people right around the corner. Visit us online or call us at 1-888-902-2321.
The Hemp House is committed to offering safe access to locally sourced products from farmers that we trust. Products that can help you with everyday health and wellness. Our experts can help you pick the perfect product for your needs. The Hemp House. Locations to serve you or online at hemphousechat.com.
Local Sky 3. Breaking news from the next level.
If you have taken a look at the forecast for the next few days, and no doubt you've seen pretty weather this week, and then man, do we take a dive in the days ahead. Lucky for us, Will Bradford is here with HEP, and his plan already was to talk about that cold weather coming our way in time to get ready for it now. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely.
And yet we won't do it, will we, Will?
No. About 90% of the time, wait until it actually goes down, and then you give us a call. So we try to get ahead of ahead of it right now.
We had a chance to chat a little bit heading into today's segment, and I learned a few things from you today. One, I learned that your fleet, so to speak, with HEP is one of the largest in the area, which means that if people do hit that urgent need for you, you can try to get out there pretty quickly.
Yeah, normally we try to get out there first day. Is within a couple hours of the time that you call us. We try to get out there first response.
So if we want to try to be the early bird, even though the cold weather is coming just in days, we're not that early.
Yeah.
What's the idea that you come and you just kind of service it and make sure things are looking good?
Yeah, just a routine maintenance checkup for your AC or furnace system.
Y'all do the membership thing, don't you, with
Yes,
HEP?
ma'am.
What does that look like?
Yeah, membership, it costs $7 a month, and that includes 2 maintenances per year, one for spring and one for winter. And then also too, it gives you a 10% discount on any types of repairs.
Okay.
And also for the plumbing as well and for the roofing.
I know that probably like every other appliance out there, the shelf life of these new units is not as long as we wish they were.
Absolutely, yeah. 10 to 12 is the life expectancy here in the state of Tennessee. We hope for sometimes 15 years, but 10 to 12 years is the life expectancy.
Okay.
You can Google it. It's on there. Also, too, the manufacturer, they don't make them like they used to, so 10 years is your manufacturer warranty. And that's kind of when you start to see things start to go down around
What's
that time.
so hard is that it seems like everything goes bad at once, right? That's
Yes.
the Murphy's Law of life.
Yeah, threes.
So if you come to somebody's house and there is a problem and the unit is old and it's on its last leg, do you still try to help them just find a part if it's a good idea for them?
We do. Yeah, we'll give you multiple options on any types of repairs or replacement options. We try to fix it, and then we'll go from there at that set point in time. If you do end up going with a repair or a replacement option and we do not have the part on staff or we can't get it for a couple of days, we do offer people heaters. We will drop off at your house to keep you warm during that upsetting time.
I have lived that. That's a great offer that you do. That's fantastic. So I love your backstory. I love the fact that you're a Floridian.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You kind of fell into working with HVAC because it was your family's, it was in the family line, so to speak.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
you're an economics major.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I think it's really fun to see how, I was asking you off camera, what this is like then for you every day. You're mainly up in the Cleveland area, but when your guys hit a problem on a job, they're calling you.
They are definitely calling me, yes. I am the first response. They call me for any kind of problem solving or tips, tricks to help them out.
Well, you were sharing kind of what drew you into it, took you from Wall Street, and instead you did this. But you love the fact that every day is its own new challenge.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm guessing the guys that work with you are the same way. You walk into somebody's house, you really are realizing you're critical for that person to have a good day or a bad day.
Oh, yes, definitely a critical moment at that point in time.
Yeah. So I guess I was kind of going to give you that opportunity to brag on your team a little bit because they won't see you.
They'll see all of my team. From here, from Chattanooga area all the way up to Johnson City. That's our range. Yeah, all of our team on the HVAC side, plumbing side, roofing side, we're all professionals. We know what we're doing, and behind the scenes, they have people like myself that can help us out, and electrical as well.
So you're keeping it all there in-house?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So talk to me about this too before I let you run, because nobody wants their HVAC unit to go out any time of the year, but especially heading into the holidays when you are already spending so much money.
Yes, ma'am.
Do y'all offer financing?
We do offer financing. We have all sorts of financing options for basically any type of payments.
Okay. So to contact you, do you like people to go to your website, call you? What's the best thing to be the early
They
bird?
can contact us on our website or just give us a call.
Okay. And it was $7 a month for the membership.
Yes, ma'am.
Plus 10% 10% off.
Yeah, it'd be 10% off of any types of repairs or replacement options.
Okay, how can you beat that? HEP is on the way. Will Bradford is his name, but no matter who you get with the team coming to your door, they'll treat you right. 423-520-7771. HEPisontheway.com. Thanks, Will.
Thank you.
Ready for a sink renovation but don't want to deal with a mess or major project? Simply Sinks can help. In less than a day, Simply Sinks can update your sink without replacing your countertops. Call Simply Sinks of Chattanooga today for your free design consultation.
WRCB conducts various contests throughout the year. A complete set of contest rules may be found anytime at local3news.com or in our app.
Codright Tree Service provides no impact removal, trimming, and maintenance, which protects your property and landscaping. Fully licensed and insured with over 20 years experience in the Chattanooga area. Call Codright for a free estimate for all your tree care needs.
This is where the holidays are made. Aisle by aisle. From the moment we open, we're stocking and slicing. Working behind the scenes and center stage. Because the holidays take a little something special. And that's our specialty.
When your back pain is your foot's fault. This is Dean's story.
I had back pain, and I honestly didn't know where to go.
Until a friend suggested the Good Feet store.
She had to explain to me the feet are connected to the back.
And get this.
As soon as I put on those Good Feet arch supports, the pressure lifted off my back. It's like finding that missing puzzle piece. Like, yes, this is it.
Try them for yourself with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Ready for a sink renovation but don't want to deal with a mess or major project? Simply Sinks can help. In less than a day, Simply Sinks can update your sink without replacing your countertops. Call Simply Sinks of Chattanooga today for your free design consultation.
If you are a history lover, then this Saturday is the day for you. Steve Smith is here with the Soddy Daisy Montlake Historical Association.
Yes, ma'am.
And this Saturday is Pioneer Day up in Soddy Daisy. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So you were telling me off camera that this is your 10th official year,
correct.
Right?
Yes.
14 in total.
Yes. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so Pioneer Day, especially if you're from the Soddy area, I think has a lot of significance, doesn't it?
Well, yes. You know, there's not too many people that does things the old-fashioned way, and we just like to take one day a year and find people that still live in the area that enjoys blacksmithing and, you know, doing things, cooking over an open fire the old-fashioned way. And we want people to come by and let their kids come and see things that more than likely they've never seen before. Probably the parents have never seen before.
You know, it does make an impression. I mean, anybody watching can think back to a time in their childhood. Maybe you went to a grist mill or you saw the horse going around to make the molasses,
True.
all that kind of thing. It only takes once to see it,
yes.
And you never forget it. And to think that a child can't know anything about life except what you present to them.
True.
Right?
You know, and we hope with the people seeing these things that it may stir an interest and they become interested and want to learn how to, like I said, blacksmith or, you know, something like that. So it's very important that we keep these old traditions alive.
There is something magical, I think, that you're having it this weekend because the weather is going to be so picture perfect, but there'll be that slight crisp fall feeling in the air that makes it feel all the more historically significant to me.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, we've had Civil War reenactors there before a couple of years ago, and we got up and there was a frost, which we're not going to have this year, thank goodness. But anyway, a frost over the yard and all those Civil War era tents and people, you know, moving around at 6:30 in the morning. It's pretty awesome.
It felt like you were there.
Yes.
So
correct.
what will you have on Saturday? Because it is just the one day.
Yes, one day. Let's see. Like I said, we'll have a lady in the tavern, the cabin, and she'll be cooking in a Dutch oven, and she'll be cooking either peach cobbler or cornbread.
Okay.
And then we have an 1877 cider press that we let the kids mash the apples and then press the juice out of those apples, and then people can drink that. And we have a corn sheller that's 1900 or so, and we have corn, and the kids through the sheller takes the corn off, and then we crack the corn, and somebody has chickens for the kids to feed. This year we got this idea from the Hughes family off of Flat Top Mountain, but they had it set up where kids could wash clothes on a rub board and then hang it out on a clothesline.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna have let's see, quilts. We're gonna have old tools. We're gonna have mountain men reenactors from Knoxville. We're gonna have it was Aces and Eights, and it's now spurred west, but it's a group that most of them come from south of Atlanta. And they do reenactments like cowboys and things like that.
Okay.
And let's see
what's the story on the Mountain Men? Do you know? Am I setting you up?
No, well, I think it actually goes back to the Revolutionary War, where basically they could call men from anywhere and they would gather as a force against the British Army.
Like the Minutemen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yep.
It's just a derivation of that?
Yes,
called
correct.
the Mountain Men?
Yes.
When you were talking about the corn press, and then you said something about the kids, I think, can crack the corn.
True.
Is that like the old song, Jimmy Crack Corn? Is that where that comes from?
Well, that's a good possibility. I never had put the two together, but that
Maybe.
Yes.
So,
yes.
But when you crack that corn, the purpose of it is to feed the livestock?
Yes. Well, in this case, feed the chickens, because it's much easier for them to digest a broken up kernel of corn than a full kernel. So we have a smaller machine that sits on the table, and they turn it as well. You pour the corn that they have taken off of the cob and put it in this machine and turn the wheel, and it cracks it into very small pieces. And then we let the kids take a handful or a cupful and then feed the whatever animals, but chickens.
Does it ever make you marvel that you have all these historical pieces on site? I mean, that would be something that most folks would just toss aside and think, oh, we don't use that anymore.
You're right. I mean, that's for the biggest part, that's true. But there again, you've got people that hang on to things. It may be family heirlooms. That's one reason why we have the Historical Association. We have a museum, because we want to display coal mining artifacts and pottery relics that came from the Saudi Daisy area, Civil War relics, Trail of Tear relics.
Well, you can go and marvel at all of it, whether you happen to be from the Saudi area or not. It's Pioneer Day. What time do y'all kick off on Saturday? 9?
9 a.m.
9 to 4.
Yes, ma'am.
At Poe's Tavern Historical Park. Is the peach cobbler up for consumption?
Yes, absolutely. And also the cornbread.
Then get there early. SaudiDaisyMuseum.org. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Did you know Hal loves to DIY? He's tried pottery, woodworking, he's even tried fixing his own car. Hey, maybe you could take your car to Budget Breaks.
Visit budgetbreaks.com for locations, coupons, and special bonus offers.
Every day you wake up and drive to the factory, construction site, or that office that you call your job, and then unexpectedly you are injured on the job. If you are suffering from any type of on-the-job injury, give us a call. It's more to us. It's personal.
We're so glad we chose Pinnacle to update our home's exterior.
We felt like our project really mattered. The receptionist, the service rep, and even the installers. They all treated the home like it was their own.
Every detail was handled with care. It wasn't just business, it was personal.
Now we understand why they say, your project begins with me.
Now for a limited time, get 20% off your entire home project on windows, roofing, and siding at Pinnacle Home Improvements, where your project begins
with me.
America's #1 hot tub manufacturer states this fact: made in the USA. All our hot tubs are built right here. Selling hot tubs directly to you saves you thousands while keeping jobs here in the USA. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
As someone who grew up on a farm not far from here, I'm proud of my humble roots. Now at Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, we're helping people through tough times of their own. You gotta get Gary. Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, 423-444-8888.
It's the last tea party for Crystal with Miss Marshmallow.
Oh, wow.
And Sarah's first day of management training at Goodwill. When you donate to Goodwill, you help provide skills training and career placement. And the things you love start a new life too.
Did you take your car to Budget Brakes?
Yeah, and they fixed my brakes for the best price in town.
Great, so no more DIY car repair, right?
Brakes starting at just $100. Alignment starting at just $59.99.
Michael Turner joins us this morning with Huck and Peck, and I'm not sure if I should begin by saying that you're playing part Santa Claus this morning in a way, Michael. You're excited for what's happening over at the store.
Oh, I'm very excited. We're going to have lots of deals going into the last quarter of the year, and we have a giveaway that we're getting ready to do. So I wanted to come on and talk about that.
Let's talk about the giveaway, because this could be part Thanksgiving, part Christmas. The Thanksgiving reason is because that's the day of the giveaway, right?
So basically in the past, we've given away a sofa, and then we have people online that want to get it, and we have people in the city that want to get it, and sometimes it ends up going to California, sometimes it goes to Chattanooga or Nashville, but we want to make sure that we get one that goes inside the state and then the one that goes outside the state. So we're going to give away 2 this year, which is huge. That's the first time we've ever done 2 at a time.
I want to explain to people maybe why you're talking about sending sofas away to as far as California.
Right.
But that's because people from as far away as there come to you.
Well, we sell online. We have a website.
Right.
So we do sell online. We do sell on our Instagram platform and Facebook platform, rugs, pillows, and even some furniture items. So yeah, we do
lighting. We'll talk
lighting
about lighting.
as well. Yeah.
But I had a chance to be out of the store not too long ago, and you and I were talking that so many people in Chattanooga forget what's in your own backyard, and they'll head off to Nashville and Atlanta. And when you've got it right here,
there's really absolutely no reason to have to go to Nashville or Atlanta. We have everything that you would see at a Restoration Hardware, our house, or Pottery Barn. We have over 175 vendors that we buy from, and we have 7 different manufacturers of upholstery right here in the United States. And you know, we've heard a lot of stuff about tariffs lately.
Right.
You know, we're keeping our prices wonderfully priced, so I think you'll really be excited.
You do have some sales going on right now.
Yeah, we have sales going on right now. Specifically, we're selling art and mirrors on sale. We just brought in over 200 lighting pieces. So I really want to talk about the time change. I don't know if anybody else has experienced it, but it's getting dark.
Yeah. Well, and you know, I was talking to a friend actually on the phone a day or so ago, and she was changing light bulbs.
Right.
And she said, I know it sounds silly, but I've been trying to find the right light bulbs for a while because it doesn't matter. There was a story behind it. But it does make all the difference in the world if you have warm versus cool, the wattage, all of it. Is it frosted glass versus crystal?
Well, and we're finding so many more lamps, you know, that you can adjust right there. You know, the 3 ways. We have floor lamps. We have chandeliers. We sell visual comfort lighting, which is one of the largest national brands. We sell Uttermost and Arteriors, a lot of different companies that people will know if they're in that industry or if they've purchased the lighting before. But every price point. So many different colors. I mean, colors are very popular right now.
Yes, I was about to say to you earlier that you also have the different textures and the layering that is so important in decorating. It's not all just metal.
The shade makes the lamp.
Correct.
You know, I mean, it's like you can buy a lamp anywhere, but if you're not getting one with a beautiful shade as well, even the finial on top.
So a lot of what you do are custom orders. I mean,
yeah, we sell about 40% off of our floor and about 60% we order for people because we have 17,000 square feet. You can come in and see hundreds of pieces of lighting. We'll always have 50 different sofas on the floor for you to sit on, but it may not be your perfect one, and we're all about getting you your unique piece of furniture.
Right.
We're not interested in you just buying what's on our floor. We're not going to push you towards that. We're not commission sales, so we're not going to get in there and aggressively push you towards anything.
Right.
In the end, if we're not helping you find what makes you comfortable, then we're not doing our job.
As much as people want to have their house looking great for the holidays, you to your point, you want to have what you want.
That's it.
Not hurry it just for the sake of.
Well,
what's the turnaround time these days, though?
Well, just this weekend we sold 4 sofas on Saturday and Sunday, just this weekend. So, and people were like, "Can you get it to us next week?" And we were, of course. So if you're buying it off of our floor, we can put it in your car, in your truck, or we can deliver it the following week.
Okay.
And then if we're ordering it 6 to 8 weeks for custom,
Okay.
And so I'm here to really to say too, if you wanted something by Christmas, you've got to get in here this week, especially for custom.
Is there
now,
a
we can order
trick?
things.
Is there a trick? Do you find? Because I've seen all of your choices too
Yeah.
on the custom side, and the minute you'll think, oh, I like this one, 3 down, you'll like that one too. So do you encourage people sometimes to bring maybe a favorite throw pillow or
Absolutely.
something to begin to coordinate it together?
Yeah, I think the
For
most
starters?
important thing is bring pictures.
Okay.
Especially if you're already in your home and you have other pieces that it's going with. You know, taking a shot from each entry point into that room.
Great idea.
And taking a picture of the exact point where it's going, because now with AI, I can actually put sofas into that position if you give me about a 10-foot back from the spot that it's going in.
Yeah.
I'll put that sofa right there in there for you.
And you want
can
to make
see it
sure
in
the
real time.
depth is right, not just
Measurements.
the
I
length.
mean, you've heard it so many times. I mean, it's cliche. You know, measure twice, cut once. I mean, the same. We're cutting fabric, right? We're making your unique sofa. So, especially for custom. But even when you're buying something off our floor, if you want something immediate, you know, knowing your sizes. Knowing your entryway, knowing that you have a large door that you can get it through. We just had the experience in Blue Ridge. We delivered a sectional to Blue Ridge, and the person hadn't measured their hallway very well, and so we had some difficulty getting that in, but it worked out.
You did it.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where you really need to know. But, I mean, this doesn't have to be a difficult process because I think people have done a lot of research now. You know, we have online. People are looking more than just catalogs. Or, you know, now people are really researching online, and people are very, very knowledgeable about performance fabrics and all the other things.
Well, let me let people know how they can enter for the giveaway.
Yes.
So if you're on social media, Facebook, Instagram, you can do it. You can also come to the store and do it that old-fashioned way.
Social media is your best bet because you can enter more than once. If you want to enter at the store, you can drop your name in the hat every time you come in. So every time you come in, you can drop one in.
Okay. And you'll draw it on Thanksgiving Day.
We'll draw it on Thanksgiving Day.
Good luck to everybody.
Good luck to everybody. We're going to give away 2, so one will go out of state, one will stay in state.
And you don't have to wait for that. You can come shopping now. Huck and Peck down on 31st Street off of Broad Street, huckandpeck.com. Great to see you,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Tom. I've lost 45 pounds. Since I've lost the 45 pounds, I don't have to have neck surgery. I can do my golf game again, and I can work around the